It is.
And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Cavaliers under the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a fly to the wideout. And he's intercepted. He's stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Brought down to the 30.
Man, I wish this team had some speed. Goodness, that stinks.
And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the defensive end is just too athletic for this offensive line. Coming off the edge, the quarterback didn't even see him coming. Got that sack for the defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense is coming after him. Finds room to the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with. Instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense.
I don't know. He just died.
That second down play here.
Are you trying to hurt my players? Is that what you're saying?
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. The important third down coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Caught quickly. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And that pass is all in over the middle. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pocket breaking down. And he'll make it for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the PAT is good. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia offense is back out on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The Cavaliers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Impressive spin there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. It's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Important second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown. Pitt. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Hey man, we already shot him on the sideline. You can go ahead and calm down. Worry about your players.
They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Let's start with the next drive. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught. Completion. Strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. Grab near the sticks. It's Peters. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. About time this offense gets going. It's a first and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Cavaliers with first and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Offense facing a second and 10. Throw it again, and he'll lost it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. Put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Off target and incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face third and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. See if it stalls this one.
I paid off the refs 30 minutes ago.
Situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. So the offense calls a timeout here as they're forced to the half.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Yeah, okay, man. Whatever. We got 5 more of him.
Timeout, or they check him out. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You just injured my 95 overall. The guy that just got hurt, that's my best player.
Long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Panthers will kick it off to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And looking for a big play here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. So second and 10 after the previous play. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. First and 10 play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Hey, can you stop trying to injure my players, man? Everyone just wants to go home later and see their families. The entire plan was... The issue is my offensive line, even though they have good ratings, they're just really bad. And they let people through very fast. And so I try to put in my higher speed guy. The issue is that Sexton has 96 speed, but it doesn't feel like he has 96 speed at all. And so I was like, okay, I can try to roll out. And as you've seen this game, it doesn't matter. He cannot move. And so I'm just going to put back in the better passer. And hopefully we can win.
It stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Grab near the sticks. It's Peters. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. At the PAT, the lead is still 31-7.
I got James over here saying I'm getting punished for trying to scramble. James doesn't realize none of my receivers have been open the entire game. At that point, I have to scramble.
Now that we're in this second half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game. And I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. It seemed to take...
Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Virginia. Strong game by this quarterback.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got two on the board.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's got it. The two-point conversion will cuts the lead to 16, a two-score game. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal.
Okay, dude. I got it.
Kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable
a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver by having an opportunity to make that big play. Now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cavaliers. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the 2 points. They're back within a score now. The lead is just 8. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
I'm not cheesing the game, man. I just got extremely lucky there.
Able to recover the football.
I just got lucky. I don't know what to tell you.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be
It makes it even funnier that my best player, for some reason, does not have a head scan.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Panthers are going to cash in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. A quick throw out left, complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You'll take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
They're going to take this guy out. He's currently dying. He's 5 punctured lungs. All right, Cameron Courtney. What once was. It's time for you to return.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
And this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches
What?
short.
It wouldn't let me move. What? Why would it not let me move my guy? It stunned him.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can.
James, I've tried stepping back and staying there. It doesn't work for my team. I don't know why. They just die every second.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
They go sneak on second down, but stop for no gain. That defense making it very tough down here.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4 inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He pulls in the catch, and he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. The Cavaliers line up on 1st and 10 now. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled at the 6-yard line after completion. Offense really threatening now. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything.
Why do I hear Mo Bamba?
It's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Pass rush closing in. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Dude, I don't know what else to do. My star-studded defensive line gets beat every time. Man.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Airing this one out toward the sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup.
I mean, they are getting destroyed down there.
You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. That's a great performance in the pressure movement, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
Just go beat James. That's all I ask of you. Put 50 on his head. Don't let him go out as the winner.
That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
People will be confused as to why I didn't take the field goal at the end of the game. It's either all or nothing. I decided to just go for it all, and it did not work the way I wanted it to, and we lose. But ladies and gentlemen, we may have lost right here. Things may have not gone our way. There may have been plays where I was like, all right, well, that should have clearly been a tackle or whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that was the end of us versus Rebuild Baltimore, whatever his name wants to be, I have something to tell you. And I really mean this. The Utah State Aggies have a game one. The week one matchup versus Utah. Who is Utah's coach? Rebuild Baltimore. BJ Gayton. Do not worry about this. Isaac Jackson's not being used. George Sambario. Marcus Corbin. Lorenzo Waiters. Earl Salam. David Kiernan. These are all names that you're about to become very, very, very well acquainted with as we attempt to be that number one team, as we attempt to return to the college football playoff in a place, in a situation where we were almost there. We were. If we go look at our coach contract, as you could tell, we did make it to the CFB multiple times. Didn't make it here, I believe. Went to the New Mexico Bowl. Made it here. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Utah State is here. And I don't think they're here to leave. I don't think none of that. We are going to make some changes, though. Well, I don't mind what we were just using. The playbook, that is. I see more potential in other playbooks. Specifically one playbook in particular, which I've turned the wrong way for. We are now going to be running the UCLA spread playbook. I think this could be what I want. I think we're going to run a 3-4. We're just going to try this out. If we go look at our defense, it's probably not the best. Probably not the best. Starting with the left end, 83 overall, just one of them. 85. Okay, did we just move two guys over to left end? I'm pretty sure. They're just not popping up. These guys are all going to get better. Okay, why am I just now realizing? What was that? Who is this? CJ Willett. Where are you? Where? Am I losing my mind? I just saw that. Why does it say that? Why is CJ Willett apparently the greatest? Okay, apparently CJ Willett's the greatest left outside linebacker to ever exist. I'm happy I caught that. We now have a 95 overall. Is there anyone else like this? That's just the most confusing thing ever. Is there anyone else? You could be an 87 overall over there. Who was that? Who did I just click on? Who did I just stinking click on that could be an 87 overall at free safety? And why are you still here? Was it Deshaun? No. Who did I just click on? Guys, I'm not going crazy, am I? Was it Jaden? No, you can't do this to me. Where is this guy? Okay. No. You are not doing this to me. You just offered me an upgrade, and I feel taken advantage of. It was a tough loss, everyone. It was a tough loss. That third quarter was something crazy. Something unnatural, I would say. I mean, that was just out of nowhere, really. Okay, it was Terrell Booty, who's an 87 overall already. Or 88. Okay. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, is there anyone else that just wants to get moved? Because we don't need 800. We don't need to be as deep as we are. Like, Lonnie, are you going to be some blocking tight end? But I don't really need you there. Sturgis, at blocking tight end. You know, these guys are really good blocking tight ends. The issue is that, like, I don't need blocking tight ends. I really wish I've done this much earlier. I would have had so many draft picks. I mean, just think about that. I mean, our current tight end, he's an 80 overall, Shakir. He's 91 speed, though. You got to realize, I like using Shakir in that situation. Hey, whoa. Sturgis. Did Sturgis just go down in 87 overalls? Manu. Manu, who are you? Oh, hey Manu. Manu, you're going to stay where you are. We have some beef going on about Cobb's Heisman Trophy. I do think it was fraudulent. If anything, he's made by his receivers. He won it because he's a quarterback. He's actually not that talented compared to the other quarterbacks that have won it. I don't think he was. I think he was better than Sexton and LeCount, obviously. I think he was better than Sam Hyde, but I don't think he was better than his own receivers. So I'll leave that there. I think they're all forgetting the fact that my guys had one less game as well. Lemons had more receiving yards than anyone. It's just random. Salam, you're almost maxed out, correct? Oh, no, you still got some room. You're still a little, like, 87 at your peak. But this should be fun. This should be... This team should take us to where we need them to take us, thankfully. I mean, if we go look at BJ, this kid right here, Star, this is a 98 overall right here, just waiting to bloom. Granted, we only get one serious season with him. He's from Utah. I don't know. Bunch of California kids. Isaac Jackson gets moved to running back. He's 6'3", 188. There's not anywhere to grow for him. He's just... Well, actually, there's a lot for him to grow. The issue is with Isaac is that he could not catch the ball. Like, it didn't make sense. His catching's an 83, and he would just never catch. He's also here. He's from Houston. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess and say, like, Klein Kane High School. Mangum's still here. I don't like Mangum. Last I remember, he just was not good enough for us. He wouldn't get through the guys the way I need him to. Felix Jameson, former quarterback. He's also here. He's maxed out. I mean, I don't see an issue with having that many D linemen. He has 5 D linemen. I have 4 right there. I have plenty right here. I have plenty right here. If anything, I have too many. I will say having 2 guys with 84 and 84 speed, we got some issues there. Yeah, you know, you're not going to cut it here, Mr. Springer. I'm going to have to actually move you. Otherwise, you may actually ruin my team. But after finishing that game, I feel even more ready to get in the lab. See what we got. You know what I mean? Raheem, I mean, yeah, go do this. Here you go. All right. Tyler has already said he's going to change his team. My chances of winning this have just gone down significantly. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see the damage. Because Tyler's going to Florida. Let's just be honest. Okay, wait. We might be okay. You only have 89 acceleration. Now, Devon Ade, he's probably going to win the Heisman. That is true. Yeah. We found the Heisman. Let's just be honest. Let's hope there's not some crazy running back. Okay. I can do with this. I can do with this. Okay. All right. This is a team that could give Tyler some stuff. I mean, it reminds me of Middle 10. He has one wide receiver that can really do some damage, Devon. Then after that, there's not much. He's got an O-line. Solid O-line. Defense can get some work done. Okay. You know, guys, I don't feel too scared. James Book, you scare me. Okay. If he moves some of these guys to wide receiver, we might have some issues. Okay, he's going to have a really good secondary. Just put that out there. Okay. Okay. I mean, I never said they were frauds. I just said that this is not as good as a team as I thought it might be. Forrest Bohanna. Okay, 93 speed. That's, ooh. Whenever it comes to weapons, I think we're good on both teams. They're not as scary, if that makes any sense. Okay, you know what, guys? I think I can be okay. I think we can make something happen. Let's go look at CC real quick. Just a little quickie. Okay, Jamie Vincent, yeah. Says he's not in a place to contend, but all I see are contenders. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of the James's stupidest statements again. It's all he does. He just says stupid things and then tries to get us to believe it. This team's in a situation to contend very easily, although I think it's pretty gay. Yeah, I mean, this team's going to be stacked. They'll be stacked. This is my last chance to, like, go to the Natty. You know what I mean? We're in 2033. I own no records anywhere. Yeah, I own no records. If we go look at Utah State, Mevis is a guy. He was a guy. Mevis, look at UVA. Nick Harbor, forgot about him. Rafael Mallarino, Cameron Courtney, Trent Hebb. That guy was a baller. Let me just say that. Let's go take another look. Season, Trent Hebb. Hebb was a quarterback, man. He was a good quarterback. Dylan Lewinberg. This was after I left, and one of the guys we got just was insane. Tyler Simmons still exists, by the way. I think that's funny. Rafael Molino. No Cameron Courtney here, but that's fine. David Kolomatagi. I mean, one of the most snubbed Heismans ever. Let's just say that. I mean, the guy is good. Robert Turpin, 2011, 1986, 1966. Devin Tompkins, Carolina Panthers, former Carolina Panthers receiver. I think he's in Tampa now. A lot of passing. Let me go to career. This should be interesting. Lamade Zacchaeus, Commanders receiver. Actually, he went to a different team, I think. Not on the Redskins anymore. Nick Harbor, Trent Hebb. Yep. Let's go over here. David Kolomatagi. This is in like 2 seasons, I think. I mean, Elite Dev, only 2 caps. This guy was a monster. All right, let's see what's being talked about right now. can't be confounded to the boundaries that he set. Sounds like a terrorist. Anyways. Francis Fretwell. Gotcha. Look at the best stuff here. This is without a season, I should mention. And I'm pretty sure Coach Clyburn's going to be shot dead and moved to a different team before this season starts. He's not actually going to be at Utah. If we go look at winning seasons, yeah. Two natties, 7 natties, 5 conference championships for myself. You know, been through a lot. Been through a lot, and the final season is coming up soon. It's coming up very soon. So, be prepared.